So, unlike our buddy sitting over here to the right, who can't wait to turn on the Jimmy Kimmel show tonight,
Jason, our right or their
my
right?
right.
Wait, you're right or
you just told us
right?
You said I can't wait to watch Jimmy Kimmel.
Is
tonight.
that what I said? Is that what I said?
Did you not? Are you saying you didn't say that?
I did not say.
I did not say that.
It's the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. And look, my life has never been affected by Jimmy Kimmel in one way or the other.
Amen.
If he wants to come back on TV, I never called for him to be taken off of TV. So, what's that dude's name? Harry Sisson. You know, the big Biden sycophant, you know, the influencer, I guess.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, he's on social media.
I don't like social
media. He said the right is in shambles because Jimmy Kimmel is coming back on TV.
Well, I mean, let me ask you a question. If a tree falls in the forest, does anybody hear it? It's kind of like that.
Here's really, for me, this is as far as this whole thing goes. If you want to watch Jimmy Kimmel, by all means, watch it.
Have at it.
If you don't want to watch Jimmy Kimmel, by all means, don't watch it. I never watched his show before. I am not going to start now.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
So that's it.
You did say,
and by the way, Sinclair and Northstar, the two biggest owner of Nexstar, Nexstar,
same thing.
Two biggest owners. I think Sinclair is the biggest owner of ABC affiliates in the country.
Yep.
They are not going to run it.
So,
and neither is the other one.
But what I want to ask you is,
good luck to Jimmy tonight.
So you guys,
good luck,
I did ask, so how do you watch it? And you said you have to stream it on Disney Plus, right? If all the liberals gave up Disney out of protest for canceling Jimmy, how are they going to watch it?
I don't know.
See, it's a quandary. It's a conundrum.
It's a conundrum. Can you spell conundrum?
Oh, James is in the chats.
It's a conundrum that affects me in no way, shape, or form.
I wasn't invited. He did not invite me.
That's a fucking lie.
He did not invite me. He said that times are tough, and he was concerned that I would eat way too many egg rolls.
And this is all over the internet, the interwebs. True. That is a blatant lie, and you know it.
I am going to meet up with you, not tonight, because it is mucho tarde. It's already 7 o'clock, going on bedtime. But I am going to meet up with you. And
can we hurry up and get this podcast done? I want to go watch the Reds baseball.
Is it on? Who are they playing?
They're playing the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight.
Pirates.
Our buddy James McGee is in town for Jason's nuptials, and he's going to the zoo. Sounds exciting. And
Cincinnati has a world-class zoo.
I don't go.
Just in case people don't know.
And if you guys know, so if you guys in the chats, anyone in the chats has like a suggestion of what he should do, I thought he should go hang out in Mount Adams because it's totally different than any other part of town, and different from Louisiana for sure. They don't have much hills in Louisiana, so I can't wait to see you. Oh, so 513 had a nugget of knowledge that it will be on WCPO, which is not surprising because WCPO for me
is a garbage station.
Is a garbage station.
Garbage station.
So I'm sure that 513 is going to lather up and watch the Kimmel show tonight.
Get all moistened up.
Make sure you shave. Gotta shave.
It's like Lenny from of Mice and Men.
513 report back on the Kimmel show because the three individuals you see before you will not be watching.
Let us know if he apologizes profusely or tries to rationalize his drivel that he came out with.
I heard he's not going to apologize, but I heard he will address the controversy.
Well, then why address it if you're not going to apologize for being an asshole?
That's fair.
Seriously.
I mean, but the fact he's going to address it, I'll give him. I'll be kind of midway. I'll give him a little bit of kudos in the fact that he's going to address it. But I am curious to see how he's going to address it, though. Like, what are you addressing?
The fact that you're an asshole?
Because if you don't feel like you're wrong, then what are you addressing?
So Scripps owns ABC here. I wonder how many Scripps stations. Somebody could probably Google that and see how many stations he'll actually be on. I'm with Dan
I
on
don't
this one.
care.
I really could give two shits.
I never watched his show anyway. So
didn't watch the guy. Don't care anything about the guy.
I liked him early days, and then once he got a late night show, which I mean, everyone, the podcast that I listen to, and right or wrong or different, late night talk shows are fucking done. They're over.
I can't watch them because they're on too late.
Well, I mean, but that's because you're fucking ancient. But that's okay.
Do you understand?
That's all right.
Get the joke there?
Yeah, you are ancient.
It's a late show.
It's a late show.
They should have an earlier one. Call it.
But like Jimmy, like even Jimmy Fallon. Like I love Jimmy Fallon on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, not sure he's done anything to apologize for. Okay, so spreading false information, disparage. I mean, just flat out false. Trying to say that the shooter was a MAGA guy. That's not offensive, especially considering the timing of it.
Yeah, and you're spreading falsehoods.
I just guess we have different morals. I guess you think that's funny. I don't know. Maybe you think that's funny. I don't think it's funny, and I think it's rude. Is it worth getting canned for? Hey, my brother's watching from Angel Fire, New Mexico.
Ooh.
Half the
Michael.
audience. So, I mean, look, I don't care. I'm not going to watch it. I didn't watch it before. Maybe it was a PR stunt. I'm not sure. But his ratings were in the toilet. They're probably going to stay in the toilet.
You know, that thought did cross my mind.
His contract was up in May. It is up in May.
You think they'll renew it?
No, I think that's.
I don't care.
I think that's why he did this, though. His contract was going to be up in May. Their numbers were in the toilet, as you were saying. So, like when they put out the amount of money per viewer, like when they break it down, like it was down like almost 50%. So his contract probably wasn't going to be renewed. So I think this was like just a last ditch, like, oh, fuck it, I'll go out as a martyr, and we'll call it a day. But his show wasn't entertaining to me personally.
Like I said, I wouldn't know.
I mean, fuck you're asleep 2 hours before it even starts.
What time is it even on?
It's like the 11:30
hour.
Yeah,
don't even drive past my house at 11:30. Are you kidding me? You might disturb me. I'm slumbering.
Can I address something that I think is far more important than Jimmy Kimmel?
Yes,
sure,
let's do it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear his name again.
The last time we did a podcast, the Charlie Kirk Memorial was happening while we were doing the podcast, and Trump was speaking during that. Mm-hmm. And one of the things he said has got far-wing left nut jobs in a tizzy, including MSNBC.
Well, that's redundant.
He talked about Charlie Kirk. And at one point during his speech, he talked about Charlie. He called him a missionary with a noble spirit and a great purpose. He didn't hate his opponents. So, according to MSNBC, then he demonstrated that he didn't even allow the deceased to be the focus at his own memorial service. Because Trump went on to say this. He said, "That's where I disagree with Charlie. I hate my opponents. I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry, Erica," Trump said, turning to Charlie Kirk's widow. He said, "But now Erica can talk to me." He said to the whole group, "Maybe they can convince me that's not right." So here's Trump
interjecting some levity. I mean,
and he got a few laughs out of that, but it's self-deprecating humor. But he's also, my interpretation of this is he's saying that Charlie Kirk was the better person.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's pointing out, he's recognizing his own flaws. Mm-hmm. He's saying Charlie Kirk didn't hate his opponents. Now me, I hate my opponents. Mm-hmm. That's where I differ with Charlie. Maybe Erica and the rest of the Turning Point USA people can, maybe counsel me a little bit and show me the error of my ways. He's humbling himself in my interpretation of this.
I just think he was trying to be funny,
but yet somehow
do the same thing at the same time.
This is, this is the left saying it's him not being presidential, showing that he's really not the president for everyone. All this, they have really gone off on this.
Oh well, they're going to go.
Oh,
listen,
they're going to grab it. They're going to grab it as anything that's hanging. They're grabbing.
But does that strike you when he says Charlie didn't hate his opponents, and he says I hate my opponents. I don't want the best for them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I can get some help from Erica and the other people. But I mean, does that strike you as something to be condemned for, because you're admitting that you are not a perfect human being?
Well,
that you admit that you have faults in these areas.
You also have to look. You have to look at what Trump has gone through in the last 3 years.
Yeah,
being what were they calling it?
Lawfare.
Lawfare.
Yeah, the lawfare.
You're pulling the lawfare out there. I mean, he's been pulled in front of court. Court system after court system. Didn't grab, judges. Nothing held, nothing stuck. It was all bullshit. So yeah, he's going to be a little bit jaded. And yeah, Charlie Kirk is a better human being than Donald Trump is.
Charlie Kirk is a better human being
than most of us.
Well, I'll say this: what jumped out at me, first of all, I have not seen
Mother Teresa might have been better, but
Mother Teresa might have been better.
That's a very short list.
But she had like 80 years to work at it. Okay, so she had 80 years or plus to get that way. For someone his age, I'm amazed. It just is humbling what a good person he was. And I told you guys as we were coming on. News is breaking today. You never know the law of unintended consequences, but every high school in Oklahoma,
how about that,
today now has a Turning Point USA chapter in it.
I just did
every single one.
An interview.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
With the folks who run Empower You locally here.
Yeah. Did you talk to Dan?
And actually, he's the one who reached out to me, but I wound up talking to Betty.
Okay.
Do you know Betty?
I don't know Betty. I just know Dan.
Yeah, but she was terrific. I had her on the air. And they are organizing a Turning Point USA chapter for high schoolers.
Yeah, well, which
I think is fantastic.
There are our local club. There's one in Anderson. There's one at Turpin.
There is. Yes. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I was not aware.
And our local Republican club every year gives us a scholarship, a conservative-based scholarship to one of the Turning Point USA kids, and it's great. I mean, if you've ever been to CPAC, you guys ever gone to CPAC?
I have not.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I gotta say, it's pretty cool, especially during a presidential election year. It's pretty cool. But you could pick out the TPUSA kids. They were, and TPUSA always does whatever they do. At least what I've noticed is always first class. I mean, they don't half-ass anything. They're very professional. They're very, very young, but they're driven and they really know what they're doing. And I'm, onward and upward for them. The other thing that jumped out at me, and I think you guys picked up on this during the comments on the memorial. Did you know? First of all, I'm very well acquainted with Hillsdale College.
My nephew goes there.
My wife went there, graduated from there.
Oh,
and
I didn't know
that. And I have a buddy that went there, played football there. Small, that wasn't a claim to fame because they're like a high school team. But
shut the fuck up. My nephew plays football there.
They are like a high school football team. But
shut up.
Have you seen their stadium? It's like
shut up.
Teeny tiny. But anyway,
keep going.
He's a Charger.
Yeah.
And
super proud of him.
But the point is that
they accept no federal dollars.
None. And everyone's
do
been.
You get the
Imprimis?
Imprimis. Do you get the newsletter?
Imprimis.
Yeah. Do you get it?
Yeah. How would I know?
So do I. Okay. Well, I mean, you may have heard the name before, but I'm just wondering if you got it.
I get it.
Get it in the mail.
So
excellent reading, by the way.
Busted my buzz here. So
okay.
I'm
just saying.
The point is that everyone was wondering, how did Charlie Kirk get so smart and how did he get so educated? Point I'm trying to make is everything that Charlie Kirk learned was done at Hillsdale College online for free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For free.
I have taken a couple of those classes.
Did you pass?
Yes. Oh, fuck you.
You cheated.
It hasn't had the same effect on you that it had on Charlie Kirk.
Well, I never claimed to be a Charlie Kirk.
But
I think that's a once in a lifetime.
But my point is, you guys, there's a resource there that everybody can take advantage of,
Yes.
and you should be looking into that. If you want to learn more about the Constitution, or you actually want to help your kids learn more about this country, the founding, and everything else, this stuff's free, man.
My nephew said every freshman that goes in there has to take their Constitution 101 class, and it's different than the online one. He goes, that was my favorite class that I have taken. And he goes, it was hard, but you had to literally, you break down every article of the Constitution.
That's awesome.
And understand it. And for a young man, so he's now a junior. As a young man, though, going into college, playing football, being a jock, but he's very intelligent. And for him to be like, I love that class. And like it's a class that has stuck with him. I think it's amazing.
That class will serve him well for the rest of his life,
and it'll serve a lot of people well. So if you know anybody, you got kids, you got nieces, nephews, I'd suggest looking into it. It's free, doesn't cost you a dime.
When Charlie Kirk said, he was like, if I were to go to college, Hillsdale would be the one that I go to, that I would have gone to.
Yeah, it's but anyway, yeah, I do want to watch the president's speech. The feedback. I don't know what you guys have heard. I've heard that it was a bit wandering at times. He wandered off the reservation a few times.
I mean, it's Trump. It's Trump speaking.
Yeah.
Did you hear what happened at the UN today with him?
No, he did address the UN today, did he not?
Yeah, but here's what happened. So first of all, the UN's a dump, right? You know that UN is just a dump. Not because of even with the people make it dumpier, but before the people, place was built in 1950, 48,
late
50s,
50s, early 60s, something like that.
Right. It hasn't been upgraded. It's full of rats. But anyway, him and Melania are going to get on the escalator to go into the UN. Escalator stops right then. Today. Okay. Stops. So they have to walk up the escalator. So, and then during his speech, what happens? Teleprompter goes down. I'm like,
no big deal.
What a coincidence.
Trump can handle that.
He handled it just fine. But the point of the matter is the UN is just a dump. It's a shithole full of a bunch of globalist elitists that don't do anything. And one of the points.
What do you think of Secret Service fucking details? Like, it stopped. Like the escalator stopped. Motherfucker.
I hope they look into it and just anyway. But the point is that one thing that he said, and you guys can catch up on the news tonight, but he did say something kind of interesting because he did actually stop a bunch of conflicts and wars. Was it Angola? I think it was Angola and Ethiopia, maybe. It was a war over there. I can't remember. It was in Africa.
Azerbaijan.
But in Africa. And he said, you know what? I've stopped all these conflicts. I didn't get one call from the UN. And that's true. Not one. So I don't know what the job of the UN is other than hate America. But I'm glad Trump went there, and I'm glad that he has the nads to frickin' call him out because I think they're a bunch of worthless sacks. So that's my 2 bits on it.
That's pretty good. But Jason mentioned earlier all the shit that Trump had gone through over the last couple of years, including a couple of assassination attempts. And earlier today, a federal jury convicted Ryan Wesley Ralph, 59 years old, of attempting to assassinate the president of the United States. This was the dude that was camped outside Trump International Golf Club at West Palm Beach, Florida.
Oh yeah,
and was lying in wait for Trump to come up to the hole he was at and get off a couple of rounds. This dude, I think, is likely to be sentenced to life in prison. He should be sentenced to life in prison.
I knew the jury came back. My nephew's in town.
It took 2 hours.
My nephew lives right there, and my nephew's in town. I saw him earlier this afternoon. He was like, hey, they just came back, but he didn't say what it was.
This Ralph guy acted as his own attorney.
Fucking idiot.
I think this is another great example of, we've got this thing in this country where we do not have cameras in federal courtrooms. I think it is well past time that we start putting cameras in federal courtrooms. How important do you think it would be for the American people to see the trial?
I've never understood why they don't.
Well, I think because there was a time when you had cameras in federal courtrooms, it can turn into a bit of a media circus. You've got all the local affiliates. You've got all these cameras over here, but there's just a hell of a lot going on. But now that we have digital cameras,
Right.
I mean, look at you walk into a casino, you got cameras all over the place.
You could have each affiliate set their own shit up.
You can have one camera. You can have one person controlling that camera. So if you don't want to show the members of the jury, you don't show them. You can have the audio. All that can be piped into another room. It can be recorded. It's totally. It would have no effect on the proceedings at all, because all it is, it's a digital camera.
Yeah.
And how small is the camera on your drone? Pretty damn small. You can have a couple of those in the courtroom. One shows the judge, one shows the litigants, and away you go. But I think it would be very important for the American people to see this dude in the courtroom being tried. And I mean, now all we have to is reports from people who were watching the proceedings.
What are the freaking the cartoonists going to do? I mean, all the guys that make the little pictures.
Well, they can still go.
The caricatures.
Those are awesome.
They can still do that.
They're going to go work at like Six Flags.
So
you got to guess age and weight.
I mean, that sucks.
And then you draw your pictures.
So as jurors were leaving the courtroom, this guy Ralph picked up a pen and attempted to stab himself in the neck.
That's a smart idea.
Let him do it.
Marshals had to tackle him and pull him out of the courtroom.
Why do we stop him?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I mean, what a mess. I mean,
you tried to assassinate a president. You know what? If that's the route you want to go, then by all means.
But I mean, this dude needs to be interrogated. And I've not kept up with the proceedings in the courtroom. But here's the thing. Did we ever, and maybe you guys read about this, or maybe someone else read about this, did we ever figure out how he knew that Trump was playing golf at that course, at that day, at that time? To be lying in wait for Trump to come to that hole, and he was only a couple of holes away when
it was pretty close.
When the Secret Service guy, it was way too close for comfort.
Yeah.
Did we ever find that out? Who he was connected with? How he got that information?
No, nothing ever came out.
I mean, that should be the subject of it. I mean, he should be interrogated daily on that to find. I would think to find out that information, if he was working with anyone or who gave him that information. So I don't know if that was covered at the trial at all, or that was brought up, or that was
to your point,
put in evidence.
Because we don't know.
But I don't know of anyone else. I would think if there was someone who assisted him in some way, they'd be facing some charges as well. Yes, I mean, does that make sense?
I'm sure that they. Hopefully, I would like to think that they've researched that immensely.
I would like to think so.
So wait a second. So you're sitting there and you're pissed off, right? And you see a pen and you're like, what's a good idea?
I'm gonna stab myself in the neck.
I'm just gonna start going at my neck with this pen. I mean, first of all, it's not healthy. You're gonna get lead poisoning.
And
well, that's a pencil, so maybe that's not a good idea. But
and Joe Blake brings up wasn't it golf? Wasn't it Trump's golf club? Yeah, it was, but you don't necessarily know exactly when he's going to be playing.
Yeah,
like they don't just announce.
Now teeing off the 9 o'clock tee time. Give it up for president.
That's you and your best fucking stripper DJ voice.
I can't recall a time when I've ever known
Cheyenne.
in advance that Trump was going to be playing golf somewhere.
I don't think they.
I've never been.
I would imagine the Secret Service keeps that under wraps.
And he had I think it was an AK. I'm almost positive it was an AK with a scope on it. And they're like, "Why is there a gun sticking out of that bush?" And the guy got way too close. Way too close. I'm kind of surprised though. On a side note, we still to this day don't know diddle about the guy that actually shot him in the ear. That literally came an inch away from.
No, because of course they burned him up. They burned him up before any fucking evidence.
Isn't that weird though that we don't know anything?
We only know that he had multiple cell phones, allegedly, multiple cell phones. Was talking with multiple FBI offices, but all of it's unfounded. So nobody can come up with anything. You're absolutely correct. Like it's all just a bunch of bullshit.
Well, it's just weird.
And I mean, what they cremated the body 48 hours later, and I remember when I saw.
No.
A couple of days later, I saw a picture of a dude in an FBI jacket hosing down the roof. Can you imagine that?
I just would.
That's a crime scene. How do you dare go in there with a hose and start hosing down the roof? Oh, well, there was brain matter on the. It was so what?
I just would like to know, like Jason said.
I mean, preserve the evidence,
man. How many cell phones he had? Who paid for the cell phones? What his bank account records were? But
it all went away. It all went away super quick.
Nobody really cares anymore, and I just think that's weird. Yeah. I think I'm not spreading a conspiracy. I just would like to know a little more information because the guy came like an inch, a quarter of an inch, maybe half an inch from succeeding, and I think it's.
I mean, look, we all saw the video of Charlie Kirk. If there would have been a similar video of Trump getting hit, it would have been at least visually far worse.
I don't know how you guys.
feel. Trump's head would have fucking blown apart.
I don't know how you guys feel, but I really wish that I never saw that video. Charlie.
I watched it once and I never went back and watched it again.
I only saw it once.
I've been a fireman paramedic for a long time, and that is in my top 5 of worst things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's bad. It was bad. So anyway, but like I said, the law of unintended consequences. If you go to try to order. And I encourage you too, if you try to order a Freedom shirt from TPUSA or the Charlie Kirk store, they tell you right up front, look, we're swamped. It's going to be 12 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's great. And that's great. And, TPUSA.
You were rocking a Freedom shirt the other day.
Yes, that was my own.
You were?
Yes, it was my own. I made that.
Bootleg.
He bootlegged.
No, bootleg would be selling it. I ordered 2 for me, and then I.
Oh, you ordered? I thought you didn't make it yourself.
Ordered it, but it's going to be 12 weeks, so I made one.
So you made one yourself.
Yes, for me.
Yeah,
I will not sell it. I will not give it away.
Get busy with your cricket and make a.
Disparage me at your own.
I'm not disparaging you.
You know what, Carol?
You've got the tools. I mean, that's fine. Make your own T-shirt.
I might make a shirt about you. So
you immediately get upset.
Would you make a shirt that would read on the back, "Do unto others"?
Fucking fog bootleg these nuts. Dano 2025.
These nuts. That's right.
I know someone who wears T-shirts like that, and this is a good liberal woman, and she's all about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and we got to. I don't know if you can stop the video at a certain point and then make
try
it
to read
bigger.
the back. No, it's impossible to do that.
No, it's not. I mean, I can do it on my phone.
Yeah, but he's not gonna be able to do it on the computer.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do it on the computer.
We gotta find it.
But I read the inscription on the back of the shirt.
I saw this. We need to look at the video, see what the date was on this. I mean, I don't know what the date is.
Oh, I had it up here.
It's fairly recent because she's bashing an effigy of Trump.
Right, but I just don't know if it was after the Charlie Kirk thing or before the Charlie Kirk
That's a good question. But I just saw it posted on my social media. I think it was yesterday.
But I thought we were the party of hate. Be right.
Well, that's what
it can't be right.
That's what 513 says.
I mean, we're the party of hate, not the Democrats. They're pure.
Okay, here, roll this and
roll tape.
I don't know what it says on. Can you make out what it says on the front of her shirt?
It's Make America Kind Again. MAKA.
Oh, is that? Oh,
Make America Kind Again.
Kindness. That's what this woman is all about.
Beating the shit out of a piñata. You can't write this shit.
Make America kind again.
Jason with the
and she's bashing the Trump pinata with great kindness and great care.
I mean,
look at this. Look at her. And so he's down on the ground, and then now her friends are stepping in.
Then you get her
to continue the bashing.
Remember when we did? I mean, don't you remember when? Oh, look at Chubbs comes in. Chubbs comes in with her. She's trying to hide her.
See on the back right there, it says "Do unto others."
What is that thing? She's wearing one of those Palestinian things around her ass. But wait. Remember when we
Make America kind again?
The guy's got what's the guy got? A Mexican flag on his backpack. So remember when we would do that? Remember we go, hey guys, let's meet up and beat the shit out of the Biden piñata. That's a great idea.
What if a right winger was doing this to an effigy of Barack Obama?
That's somebody's grandma. That's somebody's grandma right there.
No, you're assuming that she procreated.
I'm pretty sure she probably did, but that's somebody's grandma that I'm sure they're super proud at Christmas.
Got some skinny jeans on there. Let me ask you, what's the over under on the number of cats sitting at her house right now? I mean,
it's
10,
definitely double digits.
It is at least 10.
Double digit.
I would say I go 15 or under.
She's probably got 30 cats and a 5-gallon jar of peanut butter sitting at home right now. Disgusting.
Oh, here, hold on.
Oh,
we're all angels. We're all angels.
I saw his comment. I'm not even acknowledging. You just can't. It's hard to believe that he's wrong. I mean, it's hard for him to believe that.
You fucking douchebag. I don't claim to be a goddamn angel. All right,
Jesus.
You dumb fuck. But I don't do shit like this either. I hated Barack Obama. I hated Joe Biden. But you will never find a picture or you never find video of me going to an event like this, whacking the fuck out of a Joe Biden doll or a Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama doll either. No, I call them out because I don't like their ideas. I don't like their policies. I don't like what they stand for. Sure. I will engage them like Charlie Kirk did in the arena of ideas. Yes. When it comes to, a performative hate like this woman is demonstrating, this is so emblematic and so run-of-the-mill of what the left does on a daily basis. Look at all the people that were standing around cheering her on. Mm-hmm. So it's not just her.
Or jumping in.
Yeah, so, don't try and come at me and say, I claim that I'm an angel. You will never hear me say it. And that's why I pointed out at the top of this show the video of Trump. And Trump saying, look, Charlie Kirk, he didn't hate his enemies. I hate my enemies. I'm flawed. I have faults. I am not a perfect human being. He is saying to the world that he is recognizing that he is not a perfect human being. He is doing the best he can for this country. Mm-hmm. Not himself. He's doing the best he can for America. And that includes you, 513. So don't come at me. This notion that we're all sitting here claiming that we're angels
never happened,
and somehow we're better than this person.
Never happened.
I don't know. You're an idiot for putting that post up there and thinking that that's what we think.
The word is imbecile. Your word of the day was imbecile.
I use that word a lot.
I know you do.
I
like it.
I've got to talk about Kamala a little bit, and I was going to use that.
That was an imbecilic comment. Boy, I've never.
For God's sake,
I love it.
It's like your blue pill.
And you know what?
But it's just perfect. So wrong. Did any of us sit up here and claim that we're angels?
Absolutely not.
No, but we don't engage in this type of behavior. So yeah, are we going to call it out and make fun of it? I'm going to.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I consider myself fairly angelic.
Yeah. Well, in your own mind, yes.
Maybe.
No.
The two guys sitting to your left will point out the fault. Faulty narrative.
My mom always said I was an angel. Mama said I was an angel.
This podcast,
you got family members.
You getting fired up. You getting fired up like that. It's perfect because we're gonna be off for like probably a week and a half.
Just for
with the nuptials and the honeymoon.
Jesus
but you getting
Christ.
Fired up like that, I don't see that often. I love it.
Well, it just struck me the wrong way.
Good work.
513, you really got him going.
Good work.
Man,
I love it. And as our buddy John said, make sure you guys fight in the chats. It's good for the algorithm. So
but the thing is, okay, so that's fake violence right there, but there's plenty of leftist real violence.
Oh gosh.
That is going on as well. 2 people were arrested Thursday, disrupting a Massachusetts vigil held for Charlie Kirk. The protesters included individuals affiliated with Antifa,
now a terrorist organization, long overdue.
Which Trump recently declared it. And it's funny now. You got what's the guy that used to host Meet the Press? Chuck Todd.
Oh yeah,
is out there saying, "Well, Antifa doesn't even really exist."
Oh yeah,
right. CNN and all the rest.
Well then, wait.
Antifa's not even real.
Follow the logic. If it doesn't really exist, then what difference does it make? What then Trump is just wasting his time, right?
Police said the suspect allegedly punched someone wearing a mega hat.
Pike Rex, 3:00. Pike Rex. I'll meet you at the flagpole at 3. It's on.
Another assault took place during a vigil Sunday in Florida at a retirement community.
Oh, geez.
A 56-year-old protester shoved a 73-year-old
That sounds
after
about,
a brief confrontation in
sounds
Orlando.
about par for the course.
I walked towards her and I said, "You're not coming up here. You need to get out of here." And she just pushed me and I fell back and hit the concrete. The founder of the community's mega club, Valerie Jameson,
Way to go, Val.
told Fox News. A gunman shot and killed a man at a New Hampshire country club on Saturday. And this was at a wedding. The shooter was shouting "Free Palestine."
That's what we always, right wingers, we do that.
Our wedding, we will not stand for any of that. Come Friday, we will not stand.
By the way,
for any of that.
CNN said they have no motive for the killing.
Yeah, we've got security
up there shouting "Free Palestine."
I can work security. You want me to come work?
I mean, you won't come downtown, but
I'm working.
You got the
our
best security
podcast
available.
Our podcast is so big that we have security for the wedding venue.
Okay. Just offering my services.
I mean, look, there's all these things going on. Let's see. Oh, a 64-year-old man was arrested Friday for shooting at the local ABC News 10 station in Sacramento.
I saw that. That was
Shooting
weird.
occurred a day after people protested outside ABC and the decision to pull Jimmy Kimmel off the air.
Tell me about that guy. What would they give any? That guy was screaming something. That guy was a leftist, and I can't remember what he was screaming.
In the shooter's car, they found messages that were critical of the Trump administration.
Oh, another right.
Yeah.
Must have been a MAGA guy.
There was
right?
something on the calendar on his fridge. The day of the shooting, he wrote on the calendar on his fridge. It said, "Do the next scary thing." Not exactly sure what that means. So, look, I mean, the violence, the real violence, and the fake violence.
But they
comes from the left.
But they're going
time and time. Do you know there was another assassination attempt on Trump? He was in Marine One the other day.
I did hear something that they had to make a landing quickly.
There was a dude who was out there, and they arrested him. Took a laser pointer, and shot it into the cockpit.
Oh, is that why
Marine
Is
One.
that why they had to land?
Yeah.
Which is a federal offense, by the way.
Yeah,
I've been
not allowed to do that.
I've been in a helicopter before.
FAA.
When a laser gets shot into the cockpit of the helicopter.
You were in it?
Yes, I was in it.
And what did it look like? I mean,
if it hits just right, and look, it's a laser. If it hits just right, and it's not just helicopters, it's
anything,
jet aircraft as well. If it hits just right, especially at nighttime,
you'd be blinded.
Hits a windscreen.
The pilot can be blinded. The pilot can be disoriented. We had it happen to us, and the cockpit. If it hits just right, the cockpit fills up with a bright red light, and you're temporarily blinded. I mean, you literally cannot see anything.
I did see the report that they made an emergency landing. I did not know
it's been illegal to do that for a long time, and someone did it. So that, to my way of thinking, is another assassination attempt.
Tepid
on Donald Trump. If they're shooting a laser beam into the cockpit.
Probably was a MAGA guy, though. Probably was a big right winger.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it most definitely was.
But that happened as well. So
he just got done beating the shit out of a piñata.
Yeah. No.
Wanted to
I'm not an angel. I never claimed to be an angel. But, this kind of stuff is not coming from the right.
Look, but what they're going to point to, and I'm sure 513 is just beating the shit out of his keyboard right now. And other things, but he's probably saying, but Trump said he hates his enemies. So this is what they glom onto. But Trump's saying something like that, which I believe with Dan, I think it was a joke, a attempt at levity in a situation where it was probably needed. I don't think him saying that's going to drive any of his followers to do anything. That's kind of my point. Trump being bombastic, Trump being Trump, Ian. He doesn't cause your actions. He's not changing my actions. I'm not going to go out and, I don't know, accost somebody eating breakfast at Pancake House. So I just think that it's hilarious how the left tries to justify everything when clearly, based on recent and not so recent history, the left is the home of violence and cannot, and I've said it for a long, long time, I'll say it till it changes, They cannot control their emotions. They are ruled by their emotions, and they let their emotions overtake them. For example, they just freak out. They can't, not to use nerd language, but conservatives are more logical thinking. And I'm not going down Star Trek route, but I mean, conservatives are less emotional and much more practical, and the left is the opposite. So I feel.
So to your point, like with Trump, and we're poking fun at Trump in the fact that he says shit. We know that he says shit that we're like, oh, Jesus Christ, I wish you wouldn't have said that. Right. But his policies and his actions, prove the proof's in the pudding.
Right.
Where when our former president, you had the left going, oh no, he's completely fine. And everyone else is going, what the fuck is he saying?
Speaking of that.
Like, it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Speaking of that, did you see, and I think we have a picture, Kamala's on her book tour, and I think she was on The View today. I'm almost positive she was on The View today.
Do I have that picture?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, my God.
So Kamala in her book, and I think Dan is going to take a solid here and buy and read her book so he can report on it. What's it called again?
107 days, I think it's called.
Hell. 107 days of hell. But she said, she made the statement in her book that her first choice was Pete Buttigieg, Booty Boy, the boy mayor. But she couldn't pick him because he was either too gay or something to that effect.
Yeah.
Yet look who she picked for her running mate. And if you got the photograph, but she picked this guy. This guy was okay.
Yeah.
This guy,
he's got great jazz hands.
This guy that probably
his hands are amazing.
He probably scrubs his browser history like every night. Because this, let me tell you something. I don't get the heebie-jeebies from many people, but there's something not right about that guy. I don't know what it is, but I think he's got a closeted lifestyle, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But she chose that beta male over Pete Buttigieg because Pete was too gay for her. So whatever. Good
Everything that I'm hearing about this book, and I don't want to read the book, but now I kind of do. I do want to read it because there are so many people that are like, what the fuck did she say?
Well, she pissed off the governor of Pennsylvania. She bemoaned him. Okay. And he had to come out and set the record straight. The Biden team is firing back at her really hard. I mean, really, really hard.
She's burning a lot of bridges.
Y'all, fuck yeah.
She really is.
And the disarray in the Democrat Party, I would say it's delicious, but I just don't care anymore because they're so irrelevant.
Yeah.
Do we have a little time to get into this right now? Because I really wanted to talk about
Buddy,
this.
we got as much time as you want.
All right.
I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
This is the Daily Caller has a review of the Kamala Harris book written by Natalie Sandoval. I've reached out to her. I'm trying to get her on the show and get her on the podcast. But the headline here is terrific. Read that right there.
Kamala's memoir is so bad, it's hard to believe she read it.
That is a great headline. So it's called. It's just a great review of the book, and she talks about how she she's critiquing Joe Biden's decision to stay in the presidential race, and I mean she's been out there making these comments about Biden that just make absolutely no sense at all. In the opening of the book, she's got a quote from Kendrick. Are you familiar with Kendrick Lamar?
I know who he is.
And she's got his quote in there. I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA, Kendrick Lamar. What does that mean?
That even mean?
So he's a fucking music star.
So
is he a rapper?
Yeah. A lot of people who write books, they'll put if you read a Tom Clancy book, there's always like one page that is with a saying, a quotation in there from someone who's famous.
It sets the mood kind of for the book.
Yeah. Explain this one to me if you can. The amount of energy necessary to refute bullshit is an order of magnitude bigger than to produce it. Alberto Brandolini.
Oh, Alberto.
So,
Yeah.
so I'll give her. She at least she's not plagiarizing. She's giving credit to these. But what does that mean?
You know Alberto.
What does that mean in
Big,
terms of what this book is about?
A big olive oil empire, I think, in Italy.
Yeah. So here's there's a couple of different things I want to get into with this. Kamala Harris does a lot of complaining in the book, and she writes in her book, "I shouldered the blame for the porous border, an issue that had proved intractable for Democrat and Republican administrations alike."
Actually, that's not correct. The first part is right.
Yes, the first part is
right.
So,
I mean, really,
did she recall the first Trump administration?
Does she recall the second? Because I mean, I'm sure the book overlaps the first 100 days of the presidency.
She's trying to make this book like a Harry Potter book where there's 17 of them. You have to wait till the very end.
To get an actual Natalie answer. Sandoval writes in here that Harris spins that securing the border is an utter impossibility.
Oh, she's just unreal.
I mean, and look, this book,
although you're the
has come out after Trump Trump.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, Trump in the first 2 weeks had control of the border. Maybe the first 2 days.
It was a remarkably short period. You know what the border crossings were like last week? They're down to like 0.
Yeah, 0. They're like 1,
0.
3, something like that. Yeah.
But they couldn't be done under her. Remember, she just said could be done under a Democrat or Republican administration.
It's amazing.
Kamala writes, no one around the president advocated give her something she can win with. So she's blaming the Biden administration because she didn't have an issue that went out to promote her and made her look good.
What would that be? Like, seriously.
That's what she says. What would that be? 3rd grade math?
I think she'd have
slurring her words during
she'd
interview.
Have trouble with that. She's a fucking idiot.
Harris claims she was castigated for apparently delivering a speech too well.
Which speech was that? Which speech?
Oh, I need to read the book now. Fuck.
Oh my God!
Oh, this might be the funniest thing ever.
And so there's this is one passage in the book where she talks about how she was. I guess she was getting ready for a campaign event, and so she kind of got on to a last minute interview with some doctor that has a podcast. All right.
Podcast.
Okay, so here we go.
Losers, fucking losers.
And again, I'm reading directly from Kamala's book.
Everybody has a podcast.
On Kelsey's carefully constructed schedule, it showed I would have a minute to myself to make some calls and read through important briefing papers before going on stage. Right after Grammy winner Cardi B.
Oh yeah.
Isn't
that, wait. I know one of her songs, but go ahead.
All right. Kristen informed me that JOD, I'm not sure what JOD stands for, has scheduled a last-minute interview with Dr. Mike, a podcaster. Don't worry, Kristen. Won't take long. It's just a brief thing on the RFK appointment. Okay. So I guess this is right when Kennedy joined the Trump campaign.
Yeah.
Okay. The campaign in Wilmington tended to choose my interviews on various subjects by asking, who has the biggest audience, the widest reach? But it was up to my team, who knew I insisted on being well prepared, to inquire into the style of the show, the nature of the interview, the areas of likely questioning. Then they'd give me a briefing sheet so I could knock it out of the park. Do you recall any interviews with Kamala where she, quote, knocked it out of the park?
Nope.
No.
Answer is nope.
But that hadn't happened this time.
So here's her knocking out of the park.
It was
all right. So here we go. Now listen to this. They ushered me into a room where the Zoom was set up on a laptop. Dr. Mike was all ready to go. He launched into his introduction. Welcome to the Checkup Podcast, where today I have the pleasure of speaking to Vice President Kamala Harris. I was curious to know her plans surrounding. Now, listen to these issues that he wants to talk about. Okay. This apparently caught her off guard. I want to know her plans surrounding healthcare costs, anti-science rhetoric, barriers to primary care, women's health, which means what? abortion.
Mhm.
I mean, and she did a total all abortion all the time tour. She should be well versed on abortion issues, I would think. And the risk children face while eating overly processed food for lunch. What the fuck? And she writes WTF. But
yeah.
this is clearly not a briefing on RFK. Dr. Mike was deeply knowledgeable, warmed up on all these issues, and raring to go, as I would have been had I not just been ambushed by an unscheduled she calls this an unscheduled in-depth interview.
Oh man. This book might
with no notice at the end of a 19-hour day. Oh my God.
19-hour day. Really?
I slid a scribbled note across the table. Where's my briefing? The staff looked at each other. They had nothing. Then Dr. Mike
You're actually getting Cincy 513 hard right now. Just so
when Dr. Mike asked,
I don't think that's possible.
Here we go. This is what this is what really set her off. Are you getting your 7 to 9 hours of sleep these days? I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. At the end of the interview, I sent the junior staffers out, leaving just Kristen, Brian, Ike, and Sheila. What the fuck was that? Yeah. I said, my voice reaching a crescendo.
Yeah.
Brian trying to
can't even spell that word. She can't even spell that fucking word. By
launched into a detailed explanation about the rationale behind doing the podcast. I raised my hand and stopped him mid-sentence. Brian, I said through gritted teeth, that was a rhetorical question.
That's
Kamala. First of all, total gaslighting here, talking about how she likes to be well prepared.
Oh my God.
For her interviews I guess her speeches and the like. Remember when she went to South Korea?
Yeah,
and talked about the long history of cooperation they have with North Korea.
Oh yeah. Wait, North Korea. Really?
Do you remember?
Really?
Do you remember? Neat. Now it's becoming. I can't believe she wrote this. She didn't scrub this. Remember how much of her staff turnover was?
How does this make her look good?
Because she treated her staff like shit.
Of course she did.
Like shit. And they all quit. She couldn't keep staff.
But listen.
And this is the person that a lot of people in this country, probably somebody in the chats right now, went out and pulled the lever for to be president.
She's been vice president for almost 4 years.
Right.
She's on the campaign trail.
Right.
She can't handle questions about health care.
And Joe Biden.
She can't handle questions about abortion.
How is she having 18-hour days when Joe Biden shut down the White House at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
She can't handle a question about kids eating processed food for lunch.
That's really hard. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one.
So
seriously, that's a tough one.
It's so weird.
Just like the little, what are those?
As in your role as township trustee.
Yes.
Are you happy that kids are eating processed food, snackables for lunch in the Forest Hills School District? What are you going to do about that, Pappas?
The more, the better.
Just makes our taxes go
She called this an in-depth interview.
Ambush. I was ambushed by the snackables.
How does this make her look good in any sort of way? I mean, she is an absolute imbecile.
What do you think?
She really
let me ask you a
question. Everybody that's been reading that book since it came out.
Oh my God.
And just seeing
any pictures
on all of the news outlets, all these people that she's calling out, they're like, whoa.
No, yeah, let me set the record straight. Yeah. Right.
They're like, what? Wait a second.
Buttigieg said something.
Yeah.
Shapiro from Pennsylvania.
She got mad at Newsom. She got mad at Newsom because she wouldn't call him about something with the book, and he was like, "I'm on a hike. I'll get back with you." So she just went in and fucking wrote her shit anyway.
Oh wait, we were going to talk about Keith Olbermann. Remind me, there's breaking news on him.
So here she is admitting that she attacks her staff.
Oh,
when she drops the ball.
It's funny that she admitted that because it was just so readily apparent that then the staff said,
if I was on her staff, I'd say, you're the vice president of the United States.
This is what happens. How did
Are
she
you
get,
telling me you can't handle a few questions about healthcare?
Guess who can?
What was she good at?
The Trumpster?
JD Vance.
Yeah, JD Vance. Yeah, quite easily.
Let me ask you a question.
Look, I've done interviews with all kinds of different people. I mean, I've had you on my radio. I've had both you guys on my radio show before.
Yes.
I give you. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about
vaguely.
We're going to talk about Trump. What happened today? We're going to talk about what we talked about meth that one time.
Yep.
Did I give you a preview of every single question I was going to ask?
No.
I don't do that.
No.
I don't do that with anyone.
No, and nor should you because
I want their genuine response to things.
Yes, it's got to be true. It's got to be real.
It's got to be genuine.
Oh
it's got to be organic. And the fact that a Lunchable question threw her for a loop. I mean, God, she's an idiot.
I love me a Lunchable though every now and again.
So just
in a hot pocket.
tying it. Are we going to go to Oberman next?
I'll do a hot pocket.
You got a hot pocket. You want to do Oberman next?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So 513 was saying how we're not the home of hate, whatever. And then
Natalie Sandoval, please come on our show. I'd love to have her on and talk about.
Yeah, that'd be
who
awesome.
does she write for?
Daily Caller.
Oh, let's have her. But
it's a great website.
Oberman had to apologize today. We had what old Keithy boy who's losing his marbles. I mean, I think he's becoming almost like Stephen King.
He's becoming a caricature of himself.
Yes.
We need one of the guys that's going to be fired because they'll let cameras in the room to make a picture of him. But he had to apologize. He issued an apology because he said.
So he finally did.
Show us what he said. Keith Olbermann says to somebody, "You're next." He did threaten the guy.
He threatened Scott Jennings.
Right.
Yeah. So Keith Olbermann appears to threaten conservative pundit. And I'll read this quick article. And you said you have breaking news, but former ESPN and MSNBC anchor Keith Olbermann appeared to threaten conservative CNN analyst Scott Jennings in a since deleted post on his X account. You're next, motherfucker.
Motherfucker is what he said.
Olbermann wrote in the first two posts directed to Jennings, as shown in the screen grab shared by blah, blah, blah.
Right. So it says, I wrote and immediately deleted 2 responses to him about Kimmel because they could be misinterpreted as a threat to anything besides his career. I immediately replaced them with one specifying what I actually meant. Keith, you big lib, you're ruled by your emotions. You might want to stop, breathe, put the crack pipe down and just be cool for a second and not just flip the fuck out.
Is this what Jennings said?
No, that's what Olbermann said. No, what I just said. No, I don't think he said that.
Oh,
that was Andrew Pappas.
I'm paraphrasing.
That was quoted by Andrew Pappas.
That's pretty good, though.
I'm paraphrasing.
Put the crack pipe.
I think that's what he wanted to say. I mean, the guy, this is yet another leftist that can't control his emotions.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens time and time again. And Keith Olbermann is, I think, sadly just trying to stay relevant, and he's just not anymore. But whatever. I mean, I'm sure the left will endear themselves to
that's
him.
just it. I mean, that's the only way he's making news these days is by putting stuff out like this.
Right. You're next, motherfucker. Can you imagine if somebody said that to you?
He tells Sinclair to burn in hell right alongside Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah.
Well, granted, we're a
little podcast.
We're a little podcast, but we get it. We get it all the time.
We don't have a national microphone to be I don't have the reach.
Should we reach out to Keith Olbermann, see if we can get him as a guest on the show?
Hilarious. I'd love to have him on. Let's just watch him flip.
You're on the blowtorch. You're on the blowtorch of 700.
Yeah,
so.
you get your station reaches.
You got way more reach than I do.
See if I can reach out to Keith Olbermann.
Yeah, have him on there.
Get him on the show.
Ambush him with.
But it's funny. Our little podcast, our little teeny tiny podcast, generates a bunch of fucking hate.
Oh yeah.
And I see all of the responses, and it's
awesome. What we should do is the next time you have one of us on the air, Jason, you got to work Lunchables into a comment, Dan.
I'll go into the studio eating a Lunchable.
Really concerned about these Lunchables,
and I'll make sure I slap my jowls.
Processed food.
I'll slap my jowls.
Lunchables for everyone.
Oh, these bologna, these little bologna slices are
pretzels are making me thirsty.
Oh, fucking bologna's gross. It's disgusting. Hey, can we talk real quick about
anything? You're the producer.
I know. I gotta go though. I want to watch Reds game.
I know. I'm.
Oh, it's only 5 hours long.
I'm trying to get you out of here.
What are you gonna miss? A pitch? Seriously, they're going to scratch
And
themselves.
they're probably in about the third or fourth inning.
But I want to
whoop-de-doo.
I want to put out an RIP to Rudy Johnson,
Oh yeah,
a huge asset for the Bengals, even though it was shit years.
what year did he play for the Bengals? Do you know?
Oh fuck, he was here for like probably what 6-7 years.
He was here for a
I
while.
would think. But Rudy Johnson, 45 years old, took his own life last night.
Ugh.
And I mean, he was huge. He was huge here. Every time he got the ball, you heard the whole stadium, scream Rudy all the way through.
Dude was a baller.
He was
Absolute baller.
just a badass running back. And I found out today earlier that he passed away at the young age of 45.
45, man.
His family's, he was dealing with some mental health issues. I'll get that off there real quick. He was dealing with some mental health issues, and they're not sure whether CTE or just personal stuff. But yeah, it's just sad. I mean, it's sad. He was. I mean, I had probably 2 Rudy Johnson jerseys through the shit.
I think I've still got mine.
The shithole Bengaldom that we've
anything.
had.
I think I've got a number 32 at home.
But no, it's just sad.
Rudy.
45 years old is just too young to have to deal with that. So little RIP to Rudy.
Condolences to his family. Yeah, there's Trump walking up the escalator that stopped his.
Yeah, I just saw this. I just saw the video.
It's working. It's everyone's going. Look, they're going up, and as soon as he steps on the very first step, they go, "Oh!" And it stops.
How come we don't see immediate reaction by the Secret Service here?
I don't know where the control room is for the escalator.
There should have been immediate. The second that escalator stopped, there should have been Secret Service coming down, cascading down the steps.
Yes,
surrounding him immediately.
I agree with that.
I think the guys that runs the escalator is going to be working for Jimmy Kimmel here.
Yeah.
The next.
You got one behind him,
But you got to love Melania just looking around like, fuck, I'll walk up the steps. I can walk up these steps.
I
No
think
problem.
she can walk up the steps.
And the Trumpster's right behind her.
Well, they both take a look like, all right, what do we do?
All
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, keep walking.
Trump's just like, you know what?
The escalator broke.
It didn't break. They just stopped it because they're a bunch of globalist pricks.
Hey, we have a.
Do you really think that was done on purpose?
Yes, I do.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Dude, that's just way too.
I mean, I can't.
But look, the one there's 2 escalators there, and I'm looking
If
at
you
this.
just sent me this, it would make a lot more
I
sense.
just found it just now.
I know, I understand it, but it would make a lot more sense to our video people. And I mean, you're describing audio for the people that are listening.
But
audio.
we're
describing
really
video,
doing,
not
we're
audio.
doing a good job. Dude, I feel like we've captured.
But I'm watching the escalator on the
you're not
right,
doing good. You're doing good for the audio people. You're not
That
doing good for
stops.
the video people.
and the one on the right keeps moving.
You can't see that.
I know. I can see it.
No, you can't. With your special eyes,
What?
You can't.
No, look at the. Hold
I
on.
swear to God, you can't.
No, wait. Now watch.
Oh,
This is going to
Jesus.
recycle here in a second.
You realize you can just move that.
No, that's technology.
I know. Now watch. The 2 escalators,
They're both
look,
moving.
Both moving. Now watch.
Right,
This
now
one's
watch.
going to stop. Now
Okay,
watch.
but
Watch
you can't
Melania.
see the other one
Watch it. She stops. See this? Still moving. See that?
for a second.
Well, it's only a
No,
second, but
because
it's
she's
still moving.
going. All right, whatever.
This one is stopped. The other one is still moving.
Again, like I said the last podcast, you two are like the fucking Waldorf and fucking whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm very. I'm gonna go on record right now.
I think it's a conspiracy.
I'm very disappointed in the Secret Service and the reaction to that. They should have been on him like white on rice.
We will pass
The
along-
moment that escalator came to, I mean, don't you see that as a threat?
I would think that the president of the United States stopping presents himself as a target.
I will send
Stationary
I
target.
will send a
absolutely.
strongly worded email from the One More and I'm Out of Here Gmail account
No lie.
to the Secret Service
No lie.
and say,
Dan Carroll wants to have you on
we
his
feel
program
that you did not
to ambush
exercise
to
your
ambush you
training.
with questions about processed
What the
meats
fuck?
and
Yeah.
Lunchables.
And George Conway saying someone at the UN deserves a prize for this.
Of course, that's
What a fucking asshole.
This is we live in a messed up world, man. The leftists, anything that can make Trump look bad, anything that they take out of context, anything is fair game for them. And oh, gotcha. We live in a gotcha world, and I'm tired of it. And I think that I got to tell you, after Charlie Kirk's memorial, I found myself trying when I see stuff on social media and I see stuff. Trying to be better. I really am. But it's really hard.
It is really hard.
And I got to be honest with you. They make it even harder than it has to be because they are so vile and so disgusting. There were people, they showed the people outside that thing protesting the memorial.
Yeah.
Idiots.
I mean, who does that?
Well, the people on the left called it like a Nazi rally.
Yeah, I saw that too.
They
showed the picture of Madison Square Garden before World War II. When they did have a American Nazi party gathering, and they said, "Oh, it was scripted and blah blah blah." Whatever. I mean, just the hate. You try to respond in a good way. You try to take the high road, but man, is it hard. And
oh yeah,
I'm gonna try to be better. It'll probably last about 5 minutes, and maybe not, but I do try. So there you go.
Hi, everyone. Dan Carroll here. Time to tell you about a great new sponsor for the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. It's Murphy Engraving. Murphy Engraving is the place to go for your business, industrial, and personal engraving needs. Take a look at the Murphy Engraving page on Facebook, and you're going to see all kinds of unique items that really seem to take on a life of their own because they've been customized with an image, a name, or a logo, and all of it just really beautifully done. The acrylic sports awards that light up are especially creative and very cool. The customized bottles of bourbon, those are my personal favorite. And wait till you see what they can do with items that are made out of wood. The next time you want to recognize someone special or you're looking for that one-of-a-kind gift, you'll be glad you checked out Murphy Engraving. And a bonus, you're supporting a local family-owned business run by brothers Brian and Kevin, who was a lifetime firefighter and Air Force vet. At Murphy Engraving, they turn the ordinary into the extraordinary, and at Murphy Engraving, we are American-made.
American.
Well, Jason, I'm going to say now, congratulations. The comments are coming in. Big week for you. So good luck. You guys have a great time.
We got the biggest part done. We got all the booze bought.
Who's watching the dog?
Not
Dan.
Big grandmama.
Okay, not Dan Carroll.
Not Dan Carroll.
Dog will be just wandering all over the neighborhood.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
He is a good boy.
He always comes back. Where's the dog? Dog's like having a party down the street. Jan's oblivious. Anyway. No,
yeah.
Have a good time, man.
Nuptials on Friday and
on Friday.
Honeymoon starting
If you
Saturday.
need security, you let me know.
You were invited. And
no, you never invited me.
You decided.
Just say never invited me.
You said I'm not coming.
I just said, where is it? You said downtown. I was like,
ooh. Ooh. I'm definitely out.
Don't know about that. But James, if you're still out there, buddy, I'm going to meet up with you this week somewhere. Doesn't matter where. But definitely want to meet up with you, although not the zoo. And like I said, Jason, congrats and have a great time.
By the way, the days are getting shorter now.
I know, it's a bummer.
The equinox was yesterday.
It's dark early.
Darker.
But guys, we appreciate you. We'll be on a little bit of a hiatus for probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
We can come in here and do the show when you're gone.
Yeah,
Hello, darkness,
I can walk you through it.
Friend.
I can walk you through it.
Could you see us trying to figure out? You barely remember your password on your computer.
Two monkeys fucking a football is what I see. That's what I envision. But I'll be posting to Instagram, while we're in Mexico, and probably post from the wedding too.
Yeah.
But
hey, just try not to miss me too much.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Remember, drink the water. Drink the water.
Oh, that's